Hello. It's been a while. It's Sunday, the 11th of May, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about racing in Real Racing 3 update 13.3 in multiple series, and this is part 12 of that mini series. A couple of people are already commenting in the chat. So we've got White Pro who says, I got news. Okay, let's see if he tells us what that news is. And Lord Night Moon says hello. Hello, Lord Night Moon. And hello, White Pro. Welcome, both of you. Right, let's see if I can remember how things work, 'cause it's been a while. Game on screen. And we've got audio. Okay, so I haven't completely forgotten. Ah ha ha! White Pro's news is he has indeed saved up enough dollars to get the Bentley GT3. Well done. Well, see, that's why I disappeared for a while, to give you time to get the amount of dollars required. I believe it was 1.3 dollars, 1.3 million dollars required. So, well done. Well done indeed. Right, okay, so what an update. It's been very expensive. Now, I'm not going to be doing any racing in terms of series for or events for a bit. But obviously, a lot of people were excited for the D08. That's all I'm going to call it, the D08. Which obviously is on the motorsport side. Introduces a new track. I will be doing that, but later on in the week, because I want to just try and up my goal just a little bit more. And I have heard to win this car, it's quite expensive. Now, part of me goes, because you only need dollars to purchase the car, do I even do the event? And let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. But today, it is all about upping that gold total specifically, but also just having a bit of fun, getting some completion points in. So, coming towards the end of this update, we've got another week, well, 8 days to go. Road collection sits at 79%. You never know, we might get that up to 80%. Possibly. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see on that. I do have plenty of options of races to do, earning me quite a bit of gold. So I guess the first place I should start is to do with the Bugatti Bolide. So that was one of the cars that was on sale. I have fully upgraded the car. So for me, I had 23 out of the 28 upgrades applied to this car. But to apply the remaining 5 upgrades cost me a total of, let me just have a look to my left, to my notes. It's somewhere in here. Let me just see if I can find it. 639 gold. Ouch. So you might be asking, why did I do it? Well, number one, it is the fastest car in the game. Number two, I will get back 150 gold from its exclusive series. In addition, by completing Unrivaled, which is a series that this car is in on its own, I'll get an additional 34 gold back. So 150, 34, 184 gold in total off 639 takes it down to 450 just over. In addition, because I've fully upgraded the car, and we all know I'm not brilliant at this game, if I go into the time trial, I have got into Group C. Only just, but significantly so that I don't think I'll lose my position. So, whereas before I probably would have only been in D, I've earned an additional 25 gold from that. So it all helps in terms of just reducing the overall cost of this car. Now, what I'm going to start with, though, is completing... If I can find it again. There we go. Oh, it's taking me to the exclusive series. Oh, well. Into Season 1. Second set of series. The series is called Unrivaled. The Bugatti Bolide. 98%. One race to do. I'm also going to apply an engineer because he's free. An agent because they're free. And a manager because they're free. Hopefully get 34 gold here. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, bit of a mess up already. Let's put that over there. 5 laps around the Bugatti circuit. So my impression of this car, it's fast. It's very fast, both in terms of acceleration and top speed. Earlier on, I did a track event around Daytona, and on the curve straight, I hit 300 miles per hour. In fact, a little bit more, which is just crazy. That's a crazy amount. So I actually do think the brakes on this car are pretty good. But because it goes so fast, you literally do need to think, well, actually, I would normally brake here. This car's going, it's not going twice as fast, but it's going like 50% quicker. So you do need to brake earlier than what you would normally. So the brakes are okay. It's just the car's going so fast, it's quite hard to master. But it's actually, I think it's very hard to skid the car. So what I mean by that, if I go into this particular race, and we'll just let it load up, just pause it, go into my driver assist. I do have traction control off. Even with traction control off, so long as you can master it to some degree, it's quite hard to cause it to skid. It is a nicely balanced car in terms of grip. It's really good on grip. Obviously, it's excellent on speed and acceleration. And to be fair to it, the brakes are pretty good as well. It's just that you're going so fast, you obviously have to brake earlier. So White Pro adds in terms of his Bentley GT3, I'm planning to fully upgrade this car to enter into its exclusive series. Excellent. Very good indeed. Double point, so to speak. Right, let's go. Wow, somebody wheel spinned in from there. I've never seen that before. And I'm off track, but I'm in the lead. There we go. I mean, look at that. Up to this point, 150 miles per hour. That's crazy. So it is literally just all about braking early. But you'll see, you know, someone like me who's not the best driver in this game, I'm okay, I'm not brilliant. Top 10%, let's say, 5%. It's hard to skid this car, which means it really is a well-balanced car. Also, when you fully upgraded it, I think, oh gosh. That being said, there's an example of me braking late. Turing Huffnick enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Turing. Good to see you again. A bit of a corner cut there, early on the brakes. But look at that, I'm already 200 yards ahead. Now I do like this car, but you've got to really focus to drive it because it is just crazy fast. In fact, I did do a bit of testing with this. You can win some serious races even if the car needs servicing. today I'm going to earn some serious gold with this car. I'm going to finish this particular series, Unrivaled, 34 gold there. And on its exclusive series, I'm hoping to go above 25%, which will mean 15 gold. And then we'll spend the rest of the time racing this car in the weekly time trial. I don't think I'm going to get into Group B with this car. Lots of people love this car, and therefore lots of people have fully upgraded it. Oh, there we go, messed up there, late brake. Still couldn't cause the car to skid though. I'm 450 yards ahead of second. And Huffnick says White Pro also good in the time trial. Very good. Lots of people are succeeding with this car this week, and it's good to see. It's good to hear. Loving all these stories. Me, not so well. Just doing about the same as normal. Here we go. Little shortcut again. Just can't get that braking point right there. Nevertheless, in the lead, 600 yards ahead, final lap, should win this relatively easily. Oh, see, there you go. If there's one thing I can do, I can find the car's skid threshold, and lo and behold, I found it. I'm not sure necessarily that's a skill. That's almost like a D skill. There we go. A nice, easy way to start the screen with a first. Let's see if we can get this corner right. Just about. With a first. With some gold. There we go, that's the first. So a few people have commented. Let's have a look at the chats. Turing says you just do some shortcut maneuver. Well, yeah, not by choice, simply by the lack of skill. And White Pro says, I'm planning to get a car faster than 200 miles per hour, but cheap, at least cheapest car that goes over 200 miles per hour. Well, good luck with that. White Pro says, I want to get a feel for fast cars. Well, this is the way in which you improve in this game. And I do like the way they've staggered the different sections. And for those that did see my mini-series, I think there were 5 parts. And it was called Practice Makes Better. And the idea is I started off with small cars doing time trials. And then I went on to faster cars and faster cars and faster cars till I got to the extreme cars. And I broke it based on PR. And what it showed me is as you go up the PR, any slight deviation in terms of when you brake has a bigger effect the faster that car is. In other words, the higher the PR of that car is. So it is something to bear in mind that you probably are best mastering your skill. So someone that hasn't, mastering your skill with some of the slower, lower PR cars. Master it there so you can obviously take advantage when you start getting the faster cars. Nevertheless, that being said, me being average, Unrivaled, this series has been completed. 34 gold into the bucket, taking my total up to 766 gold. Now, my general rule of thumb, and I will be applying it because we are coming close to the end of this particular release, is before I do the next event. I've effectively got 2 events left to do. I've obviously got this very expensive event, and in 2 and a bit days, there's a Formula E event. Now, I believe I already own the car, hence why it's not showing it as being available. I don't think I own it to take that particular series all the way up to 100%. Another problem with it being Formula E is I think you can't take it up to 100% without going above 250,000 dollars earned for the day. So that particular event or that particular limited series, I think I'm thinking of splitting across 3 separate streams and maximizing my dollars earned. It does require, though, to take it to 100%, even though I already own the car, of upgrading the car. Some might ask, why am I doing that? Because the series the car is in, I don't have that series anywhere near 100%. I believe it's only just over 50%. So I'm kind of thinking I can almost get all my money back through the gold spent, taking this series to 100% and potentially getting the series this car is into 75%. So that's my plan. Shade Yat says, sup, mate? Welcome along. Good to see you again. Good to see everybody again. Apologies for me not being about, but family issues I needed to sort it out, and sorted they out I did. James Mabinda says, did you buy the Formula E car? I already have the Formula E car. I probably would have bought it or possibly win it. I'm not sure. It's so long ago. But in terms of the Formula E car, I do actually already own it. Hence why it's not available for me to win in this particular limited series. But we'll find out more about that, I believe, on Wednesday when the limited series comes available. And I will be attempting to take that to 100%. But as I said, because there's a limitation of 250,000 dollars a day, and I think I'll earn more than that, it's a possibility that not only will be 2 streams, there's a possibility of it going across 3 streams, but we'll see. Shadia says Formula E is terrible even in the game. Well, I don't think I have anything to add to that, to be fair. Nothing to add to that. Right, we're going to carry on with the fastest car in this game. Still at 79%. Unrivaled's been taken up to 100%. We're going to go into the exclusive series. And you'll see there, obviously I've updated the Bugatti Bolide and I've taken the exclusive series to 24%. We go into that series. There's the breakdown. 25% earns you 15 gold, 50% earns you 30 gold, 75% earns you 45 gold, 100% earns you 60 gold. Overall, 150 gold to be earned. Now, again, if you're new to these streams, I don't really talk about our dollars, and you can see why at the very top corner there. Our dollars, 581 million. I would just love to spend the R dollars, but can you spend it in this game? No, it's all about the gold, hence why my gold is so low. It's only at 766. So before I do the next event, I want to get that above 1 thousand. So I'm only going to do one race in this exclusive series in this stream. Take it over 25%, get my 15 gold, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the time seeing if I can improve on the weekly time trial with this car. So there we go. Tier 2 elimination, the Monza Junior course. Let's see how we get on. If as long as I finish first, I will get 25%. So Shadia just adds the grip and downforce is a disaster. Well, you know, for me, it's not so much the cars; it's the tracks. I don't like the tracks. They're quite claustrophobic. I'm not a big fan of those. Shadia says, which F1 cars do I have from 2024? Well, I'm gonna have to show you after this race, but also just to bear in mind, I think it's coming up next Sunday. I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of F1 racing, and hopefully, if I can figure out which endurance to do, I'm gonna see if I can do an infinite endurance. So, one of the guys, in fact, a few of the guys have asked for this, so I said I would do it towards the end of this release. So at the moment, I'm thinking I'm going to be doing that on Sunday. And Shade says, yes, I agree. The tracks for Formula E are terrible. Yeah. Whenever they're available for other cars in like the online multiplayer tournament, I avoid them like the plague. There we go, already into second. Now, I reckon I have to brake almost soon, but because that car's in front, I'm going to use them as brakes. Because I'm a sneaky little bugger like that. There we go, I'm into first. A little bit skidding. Hit the wall again. See what I mean? It's like you've really got to think about when you're braking this car, because it is just so fast. Look at that, I'm already up to 200. I'm going to brake early. I mean, I've got to third there, but it won't matter because I'll soon be up into first again. Whoops, daisy. Feeling like being a little bit cheeky. It's been a while since I've raced. Oh dear, I've braked too late again. Fortunately, I had external brakes available. Okay, definitely worst place I can finish now is fourth. I think I got that about right. It always takes me time just to get into the groove of all these different cars. So I'm on the podium. Oh, see, I'm going to use the grass to slow down. Still doing well. Worst can finish is second. Oh, look at that. I got it at last. I got the braking right. It only took 8 laps. There we go. There we go. A victory. More goal. Right, so that will be more gold, and I will just split off. Next, I'm going to do the weekly time trial, but a couple of you have asked about a couple of things. I'm going to go in and look at other parts of the game just to go through that. So there we go, that's a first. That should mean plenty of durability left in the car, so we should have opportunity to do quite a few time trials. 15 gold, 30,000 R dollars, 781 gold now. Have we taken the overall road collection to 80%? No is the answer to that question. Not to worry, there's more coming up. Nandan Bandri says, hey buddy, what's up? Well, do you know what? It's a beautiful day here. I've been out in it the whole weekend. It's been absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so I've sort of been away, come back. Obviously, I had planned to stream Thursday, so I realised I owed you guys a stream. So hence why I'm doing a Sunday night. Yeah, all good here. Hope everything is good where you are as well. Now, what were the two things you're asking about? One, motorsports. So, Shade was asking, which F1 cars do I have in the 2024 series? So you can see there, I've got 6 out of the 10 cars. Now, the reason for that is because I think predominantly there were only there were 6 events. So there are some cars that I don't have. And I've just not had the opportunity to purchase them. But the other thing I find with the 2024 cars is, as you can see there, I don't have a single one upgraded. They're very expensive to upgrade to 100%. Obviously, I do also own the Volante. I've fully upgraded that and I've completed the exclusive series. My preferred season at this moment in time, as you can see there, the 2023 season, I have all 10 cars. Why is that? Because there were 10 events. So I was able to win all 10 cars. Still cost me a bit of money, but not as much as if I was buying them. And I only have, though, one car fully upgraded in the Invitational series, the Ferrari. So when it comes to next Sunday, I will be doing the 20 laps of Circuit of the Americas with my new settings. So brakes fully off, traction control fully off, and steering set to low. Now, when I had sort of like a previous setting, in other words, a little bit more on the assist side, I could typically overtake or lap every single car on the circuit. So it will be interesting if I can do that. The first time I tried that, I was nowhere near. So it will be interesting to take a look at that. And in addition, I think what I'm going to try and do, because it'd be fun, he says that loosely, is I'll obviously do a bit of 2024 racing, although I don't have the opportunity to take cars any further without upgrading, so I'm going to try to avoid that to some degree. And I'm going to see if I've got time, I might even do one of the earlier series that has the Monaco Grand Prix on, because that's quite a tough circuit. Okay, so that's that part. And then somebody else. Oh, yeah. So White Pro says, I'm playing the GT3 series in motorsports with my Bentley GT3. So if we go into motorsports, GT3, I believe, is a separate area. There we go. I've got all 4 cars. So there we go. So 2020 season, Bentley Continental GT3. Let's have a look. Now, I too do have that car fully upgraded. And as you've said, it does have an exclusive series. So again, if you are fully upgrading a car, it's definitely best to do the car in a series that then gives you access to an exclusive series. So I definitely agree with that approach. The other thing to note as well is typically, not always, but typically for some reason, the motorsport series very rarely have discounts applied to those cars. M. Nandan Bandri says, couldn't catch up with you because you use stream late Indian time. Yes, I do apologise for that. That might be, unfortunately, part of the game going forward because I do have a day job. But I appreciate very much you coming in now and saying hello. It's very much appreciated. Turing Roughness says, expensive like in real life. Oof. I mean, that could be on about pretty much every single car in this game. Maybe apart from the Ford Focus. But in terms of the motorsports, most definitely. Most definitely. So Turing says 20 laps equals F1 soft tyres average durability. And he says, I prefer the green colour than the grey on that Bentley GT3. What have I got it set to? So the reason why I did that is it's the closest you can get to, yeah. So it's the closest I can get to my livery that represents a car being fully upgraded. So that's why I went with that. I mean, look at that. That's fully upgraded, but I think I've got even less choice. Yeah. So I could do the yellow. I mean, maybe. Could do the blue, or I could do the purple. I mean, to be fair, maybe, should we do, as it's a McLaren? Should we do that? Maybe we should. Look at that, I've got all the GT3s fully upgraded. How about that? Yeah, only one colour available for the Porsche. Quite often the Porsches don't have lots of paint choices available. Anyway, so there we go. That's a little bit of a detour into the motorsports. There will be quite a bit of more motorsports this week because all that's left in this particular release are 2 motorsport events. So yeah, there'll be quite a bit coming up. Right, I just need to disappear off screen while I blow my nose. Okay, right. So, next on the list, into time trial. You'll see there, I am in Group C, so apparently I'm in the top 5%. That's probably more to do with the fact I've got the car fully upgraded than my driving style. I'm 3 seconds away from getting into Group B. I'm saying that's going to be tough. I did have a bit of a go at this, I think yesterday, might have been the day before. And you'll see there, I've actually got 2 of the 3 cars fully upgraded. But just look at the Bolide top speed. In fact, it's pretty close to the Koenigsegg's. But then look at the acceleration. That's just madness. But what really makes this car stand out is the grip. Look at that grip. That's awesome. I mean, to be fair, the brakes are pretty good. They're not rubbish, but the car's just so fast. It's just crazy. Right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Nürburgring as well. Right. Might be a few errors to be had here. And look at that, I haven't got a shadow. Right, see, I'm going to almost go off. Maybe not. I'm just going to go round, see what happens. Oh, you see, I've already messed up. Oh. Surprisingly, I've not gone off track yet. I'm sure that'll change shortly. Ooh, right on the edge. Right on the edge there. Seen any world records being set here? My first time, I'd be calling that a banker lap. I got round, no errors, well, loads of errors, no going off track. I mean, that's not bad. There were quite a few errors. I'm only 2 seconds behind my best time. Okay. Now, will we get a shadow? Yes, we will this time. Quite well for me here. I'm sure it'll change. Here we go, here's the change. Right on the edge. Man, I don't know how anyone gets 3 seconds quicker. I'm just happy I'm up. Consolidating my C group position. I've got to figure out exactly where to brake, because I did brake way too early. Oh dear, now brake way too late. Ah, shame. Never mind. So I'll end up being quite a bit slower. Oh, oh, it wasn't my shadow of my fastest time. It was my shadow of what I did last time. So I'm not going to get any quicker then. In fact, up until the error, I was about on a par. I'm going to go off track here. I was about on a par with my fastest time. So, as I said, I've got no idea how people get 3 seconds faster. Maybe the steering does make that bigger. Oh, brake! It's way too late. Still doing it. I'm giving it a go. I'm all over the place. Pretty sure I was off track there. Crazy. It's a crazy race here. And he went off track. Hello, people. Enter the chat. Yaka Yokota says, hello, Mr. Tony. Hello, Yakata. Yaka, good to see you again. I hope you are well. And Pixel Hawk says, hey. Hey back, Pixel Hawk. Welcome along to both of you. Turing says, if that is too red, restart now. It but just did. Just did. Let's try again. I'm in C. I don't see me getting any quicker. Happy with C. Would have liked to get to B. But obviously I'm just not quite good enough yet. Oh, come on. Come on. Looks like the good times are behind me with this car at this moment in time. Skidding. So even though it's showing me as up, this is against the shadow today, not my best time, unfortunately. Don't mess this up. Slow, slow. There you go. Oof. 1 second up. I reckon that's about 0.7 seconds behind, or 0.6 seconds behind my best time. So it does look as if I've reached a bit of a threshold there. Let's have another go. Turing says the first zigzag corner you drifted is where that 0.56 second got lost. You are probably right. Wouldn't argue. This is all about the braking here, though, I think. Take that corner. There we go. 5 seconds up at one point there, but it's gone back down. 0.6 is what I need to improve on to set a better time. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Point of lead. It's that corner I just can't get. Never mind. To do that little last chicane, but there we go. There we go. So I wouldn't have been quicker there, but that wasn't a bad effort. I would have been a lot closer. It was the final chicane that I messed up at. Oh, unfortunately, that's the end of that car for today. So we'll service that car. That car will be back tomorrow. We will have some exclusive series racing with that car and some more time trial competition. Don't think I'm going to get into B. It really is a case of just consolidating that position in C. Right, so what's next? One moment. So I get things sorted. There we go. Right, so next we're going to go for the online multiplayer tournament. I've actually not done any of this since Tuesday. This will be my first race. We do have a number of cars. I think I'm just going to focus on the Mercedes. It does look to me as if the Porsche, if it was fully upgraded, it wouldn't be as fast. It wouldn't be as quick, but it would brake quicker and it would have better grip. But I guess I upgraded the wrong car when I had the opportunity to do so. Although, to be fair, I'm pretty sure they only offered a discount on the Mercedes. So ideally, I'd like to get to at least 8 gold, which I don't think I'll do in one session. So I'll be doing this today and tomorrow. Now again, it's not one of my favourite tracks. It's Melbourne. This car, as you can see there, is not the grippiest. Fortunately, in terms of who I'm racing against, they haven't got the best car, so I do have a natural advantage just to do the PR of the car that I have. But it isn't, you see, look how easy it is to slide it. With it being Melbourne, it also means, because there's barriers all around the track, it's easier to pick up a penalty. I am still ahead. In the same points, not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I am still ahead, 70 yards ahead, almost done the second lap. That should put 4 gold on the score for me, or on the scoreboard for me. There we go. Easy does it. First win of the day. So Aaron C. John says hello. Hello Aaron, good to see you again. Chewing says, guess who's on top in friendly endurance time trial? I shall have a look in a minute. Aaron C. John says the LMP3 event, very tough. Aaron C. John says, what I mean by the event being tough is it's very hard to do after fourth stage. You have to drive very aggressively. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That is very interesting. Right, okay, so there we go. 102 rating points. I do believe, though, that doesn't mean I've gone anything above 4 gold. No, there we go. Fortunately now, it's the Silverstone track, the Bridge Grand Prix circuit. So I kind of like this. I prefer this track definitely to Melbourne. Let's see how we get on. If we can find anyone to match with. Lord Night Moon also says the event is very tough. Well, I look forward not to do it a week on Monday. I'm literally going to leave it to the last day is my train of thought at this moment in time. Because this release has been very expensive. Up to this point, I've won 4 cars that each cost me overall, although maybe not in this particular race, over 500 gold. So, yeah, very expensive. And I haven't won the final car. Which is, by the sounds of it, going to cost me close to 500 gold as well. I didn't actually look to see how many cars were in this race, but at least I am ahead. So hopefully go up to 5 gold. There you go, there was at least another person in there because they've just left. Moment it looks like I've got 2 firsts. That doesn't always happen. Oh, and I'm being caught. That's bad news. Oh dear. We can push away. I reckon I'm too close to finish first now. I've messed that up. So I reckon that's a second for me. Never mind. Aaron C. John says, it took me nearly 2 hours to complete. Well, I'll tell you what, if I complete in 2 hours, I'll be happy. There we go. As expected, second. 91 points though, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I think that's taken me up to 6 gold. There we go. All right. Still on Silverstone. Oh, look, there's an opportunity of doing Sebring for the first time. I don't think that's good for me, doing a track for the first time in an online multiplayer tournament. So I'm actually going to avoid that. That's a bad idea on my part. I literally have no idea how that track races, where the corners are, where the bike points are, or the brake points are. Not a clue. So I'm going to avoid Sebring for the moment. There we are, another 8-player race. Oh look, all the cars are similar to mine now. Might be waiting a while. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's go. This is where the other cars can catch up because they all had Porsches and therefore better braking, better grips, better grip. I've got to be a little bit more clever with where I place my car and when I brake, which those that have been watching my channel, I'm not the best at doing that. There we go, I'm already in fourth. There we go, that's me lost. Pace of accelerating out of here. There we go. Now am I far enough ahead to get third? I don't think I've got second though. But that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Oh, apparently I got fifth. This game sometimes. I finished second, but I got fifth. Let's have a look at how close the other cars were then. Look at that. You see, and there we are. There's the lag in the game when it's online. Right. 2/10 of a second from second to which it said I finished and fifth to which I actually did finish. That's the lag in this game. 2/10. And it might be even more than that. Disappointing. Disappointing. Okay, so let's do we have another go? Let's have another go. Let's have another go. Let's see how we get on. So Aaron says the Sebring circuit in the online multiplayer tournament is not the same you get in the race day event. Okay. Still not going to do it. It is a risk, I always think, to do proper racing on a track that you've never seen before. So I am going to avoid that. Right, there we go. We've almost been racing an hour. It's not too bad at all. Still plenty of racing to go. Doesn't look as if we're going to get matched particularly easily, though. So I might skip this for a while. Let's have a look. Give it a couple more goes. Oh, surely. No? Giving a laugh? No. No, it's not having it, is it? It's not having it. So I would expect me to be racing on a head-to-head. Let's have a look. Oh no, a full set of race. Ooh, and we've got some slower cars. Might be an opportunity to get some rating points then. In fact, you know what? I've fallen really lucky there. But what it tells me is I probably need to finish 150 yards ahead to make absolutely certain. Oh, somebody's got a car like mine. I think that's the Porsche version there. People have left. So worst case scenario, I'll get second here. again, I might get first. How has that happened? Wow. Definitely the Porsche, if it's at a similar PR, is the faster car. And somehow, even though there's only one lap, there's a car in front, which I'm assuming must be the Porsche then. Yeah. So I've actually finished second there. They still have, in my opinion, just a few too many issues in the online multiplayer tournament. I do prefer it this way, with the idea that you're not really racing against each other. You're just trying to set your best time. There you go, finish second. Shame. Lee Melvin enters the chat, or is it Melvin Lee? I can never tell which one it is now. Says that they've got the new car, the D08 LMP3 track day event. Well done. Nevertheless, 51 rating points. Let's exit out. Let's see how we did. I'm up to 7. That's not too bad. Do I carry on or do I give it a miss? Well, we've got 2 minutes with the Silverstone, so we'll see if we can get one more race in. Well, that's not a good start now, is it? That is not good at all. 18. Down to 13. Cancel out. Try again. Ugh, not looking good. 23, surely. No. Cancel again. Try again. Hmm. 48 seconds. Not long to go. Let's give it one more go. Come on. No. Come on, surely. No. No, I think we'll leave it there for the time being. Not going to happen. 7 gold, that's not too bad. Right, so we're going to go back to Road Collection into Exclusive. And I'm going to have a go at the red one. 74%. Let's go straight into Cup. Monza Grand Prix, 5 laps. Fingers crossed, I only need to finish second or third to hit that 75% mark. I believe I get 35 gold, but I could be wrong on that. I'm going to do a little bit of going across the grass here. There we go. A little bit of a sneaky little cheat there into the lead. Because today, it's all about getting the gold. It's not necessarily about doing the right job. In fact, I'm going to sneak again. There we go. Why do I sneak? Well, apparently it's allowed. So if it's allowed in the game, then it's allowed. What I don't like is those people that, cheat in terms of putting some sort of thing in the game so they can set the fastest lap when they blatantly aren't. Okay, there we go. Just got 4 more laps of this and I'm in first. Braking before the green felt. Just make sure I get around the corner without going off track. 100 yards ahead. Lap 1 completed. From a standing start, a time of 1:20, well, almost 1:24. A bit of a cheeky sneak across the grass again, just because. The edge there, 300 yards ahead of second. Yeah, messed that up. There you go, round the corner though, but nevertheless, still 300 yards ahead, and at 400 yards, 1:17.7 that time. Let's see what we can do on the track. Go. Relatively smooth, probably a little bit early braking there. Trying to see if I can see another braking point, but I can't. Oh, that's not good. As always with me, a bit of bodywork repair required after the race has been completed. I am a bit slower there, 1:18.4. Let's call it 1:18.5. Oh, oh, oh. Well, we're going off track. We did brake late there. So the penultimate lap, I'm in the lead by 600 yards. Looking good for some more gold. Did brake late though. Just about with it. So that's not a bad time, 1:15.4, though I did go across the grass. So let me see if I can do a bit better here. And the answer to that is no. There we go. Did brake too late there. Still like this car though. Has quite a decent feel to it. Just pushing it right to its edge, unfortunately. go. Round the corner. Hopefully be able to accelerate out straight away. There we go. Won't be setting any record times though, but that is another first. And should mean more gold coming my way. So a few people commented in the chat. Melvin Lee says the upgrade line for the LMP3 was free, free, free to free, free, free. So it's a non-electric car for this month. My word, that's a first. So James Mabinda says the LMP3 event, the last stage, I had to keep doing it for a whole day because the bots kept bumping me. Well, if you did it, you did it. So well done. And Fan Gaming says hello. Well, hello, Fan Gaming. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Right, what have we got next? So for that one race, and the car needs servicing. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I've earned 75%, and therefore there we go, 35 gold. In addition, 75,000 dollars. That's not bad at all. Takes me to 816 gold. Right. Okay. So that's the end of that particular series. So that series will be back tomorrow, and the intention, fingers crossed, will be to take that to 100%. Might not happen. We'll give it a go, and if we do, I think it's 50 gold. There we go, 50 gold. So yeah, may or may not happen. Now, the bane of my existence in this game, the Cadillac CT5 V Blackwing. Without doubt, the worst car in this game. My humble opinion. And the reason being is it's rubbish with traction control off. So all I've got to do to put this car in the shame garage, along with the McLaren Speedtail, there are only two cars that are going to be in the shame garage. This is one of them. The Speedtail is the other. There may be others joining it, but just these two cars at the moment. Tucked away, dark garage. There's not even a door. It's bricked up, never to be allowed back out again. They'll be in the garage. Hopefully never to be used again. Fingers crossed. Now, to do that with this car, I've just got one race to do. And if I do that, I earn 25 gold. And then it goes into the shame garage, never to be seen again. 6 laps around Melbourne. But because this car is so bad to drive, in my humble opinion, unfortunately, I do have to make a change. And that change is turning traction control on, because I can't drive this car with traction control off. Sometimes you have to do that. And that's what I have to do with this car, because it's horrible. It's also probably one of the worst tracks you could be taking this car around Melbourne. So without doubt, the car will need body work repair. But I'm asking the engineer to say, don't repair it, just let it be damaged in the shame garage. Just put it away in the shame garage, smashed up, and leave it there. Leave it there to rust away. Nobody won't happen. But that's the request. There we go. Already got a little bit of damage already. But fortunately, I've not skidded once because the traction control is off. It does mean I am a little bit slower. But I'll take that. See, look how crazy that was. That's this car in a nutshell. Only up to 10th, late that night. So I've got 5 laps to go, 8 cars to overtake. Hopefully that'll be alright. There we go. Basically, 2 cars per lap should see me get first. would have skidded massively if traction control was off there. Well, there you go, that's a third car. I feel like I'm up. Now, ironically, because I was racing this car the other day, I forgot to turn traction control back on. So I ended up doing one of the events, the V12 Speedster event. I didn't even realise till the end. With traction control turned on. I was thinking I could have sworn this was a lot easier to do. But it was actually, I mean, it was hard. It was a silly event. But it was made harder by the fact that I'd got traction control turned on, and therefore the car was slower per lap. So all I've got to do is remember to turn traction control back off once I've won this race, which is looking good now because I'm in second, and after this lap I've still got 3 laps to go. There we go. In first. Another exclusive series completed. Another car that won't see the light of day, hopefully, ever again. I mean, apparently Cadillac are going to enter the Formula 1 area. That'll be interesting. I hope their Formula 1 car doesn't drive like this. There we go, so coming up to the end of lap 4, 2 more laps to go after this, 150 yards or so ahead of second. That's another completed exclusive series. We'll have a look afterwards if we've actually made a dent on the exclusive series percentage completion going up, and indeed the overall road collection series completion going up. Now I do have one more time trial event to do, which is the Spa Endurance, so that'll be next after this, and then if we've got a bit of time, I'm going to make this a 2-hour stream, so we'll do a bit of series racing in season 4 with some of the cars that we've won recently. Okay, there we go, that's lap 5 done, final lap, in first, 300 yards ahead of second. Now when I get to the final corner, traction control is getting turned back off. There you go. So 400 yards ahead. As soon as I get through the chicane, traction control coming back off. There you go, right. Traction control back off. Goodbye car. Long may you rot in your garage of shame. So Turing Hufnik says usually any race day event will require all 3s across the board in terms of upgrades to complete. Wouldn't argue with that. Again, it's just a shame it's such another expensive car. Part of me thinks of buying the car. It's only $M. I might do it. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we are come Monday. Turing also says but there are a few of them plot twists in regards to the PR adjustment. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine probably what makes it hard for a lot of people is it's a brand new track. So it's not just a case of getting used to the car, it's a case of getting used to a track that you've never driven on before. I think that might come into play as well. But there we go. The Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, the exclusive series, 100%. I will service the car because I feel kind like that. But it's going in the garage, never to be seen again. What does that mean to the exclusive series? Still at 54%. As road collection up to 80%. So we have at last gone up to 80%. It's a step closer to getting the road collection to 100% overall. I don't think I'm going to go up another percentage though in this particular release. James Mabinda says some cars I look at the features they have and don't bother earning them. Yeah, yeah. You do need to be selective. I mean, in general terms, what I would say is if you're new to the game and specifically in terms of road collection, if you don't own the majority of the cars, you should focus on winning the cars in the season championship, whichever season it is. Then, once you've got the majority of cars, and therefore you're not spending all your gold in an update on winning cars, and you've got some gold left over, then you can start prioritizing upgrading cars that are available in the sales, taking those cars that have exclusive series to 100%, opening up the exclusive series, and start driving the exclusive series closer and closer to 100%, and thus overall the road collection to 100%. That would be my general strategy. But yeah, wouldn't argue with what you're saying there. Right, okay, I've lost my train of thought. What am I doing next? Oh yeah, that's right. We're going into the Spa Endurance Time Trial Competition. Now, I believe Turing said you'll never guess who's top. So let's have a look. Bruno B. Okay. Daniel S. There we go. Well, I mean, no surprise there. F1GX, F1GX, F1GX. No surprise there. Interestingly, it's always the Acura. Now, I've only got one of these cars fully upgraded. So I've had to go with the Porsche. And I believe I'm in Group D. There we go. Not that far away, actually, of getting into Group C, which I hadn't appreciated. Wow. Okay, right. Well, we've got to give that a go then, haven't we? Hey, let's see if we can earn a bit more gold. So you'll see there my Acura X, on my Acura ARX -06, 23 out of 28 upgrade, 99.7. The BMW, which I absolutely love as a car, it just looks stunning. The M Hybrid V8, 101.4, 26 out of 28 upgrades. And the Porsche 963 LMDH, 100% upgraded. Well, why? Because it's got an exclusive series. It's amazing how many people have upgraded that car, but it doesn't have an exclusive series. But hey, what do I know? What do I know about this game? Nothing. Chewing says, I'm the 134. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a second. I just need to go a little bit quicker just to get into C. I'll be well happy with that. Oh, not so good there. Right, we'll quit that. I went off. Let's have a look then, Turing. The 134. Oh, I see, right. Well, I'm not going to be able to see that. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find that. But well done. That's a good time. I would imagine you were in. Let's have a think. You're in group either C or B, I would imagine. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Well, this isn't a good time, is it? I'm already a second behind my shadow. I mean, I might drift into Group C just because that's how it tends to happen. It would have been nice to go a bit quicker. 2 seconds behind. Brake quite as early there. So a lot to be improved on that time. 3 seconds behind. That's not very good. Right, let's try that again. Carry on going. I need practice of the rest of the track. Not too bad. I reckon I can beat this. I just need to find where to brake on this last part of the track because I was braking too early. Oh, now I brake too late. Oops, easy. So Turing says, I guess the braking assist messed up the flat out attempt. I ain't got braking assist on. Got steering on. It definitely was me braking. Because I made an error the first time round, so I overcompensated. Just to prove that point, brake assist off, traction control off, steering assist on low. Let's try this again. But I wonder if you do have to release at the very least, because I went off last time. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I did release just ever so slightly. I can't make any mistakes now. I'm up to get into Group C now. I was a bit cautious through there, I know, but I just want to set a time to get into Group C first. 0.4 up, can't mess up the braking at the end. Lost all my time. Unbelievable. Braking just a little bit too late there. Too early, sorry. Right. Something to improve on. Got to be careful with the end dollars as well, because I'm purposely not taking that up to 5 million, because come Wednesday and Thursday we'll have the Formula E, and initially I won't need to apply any upgrades, so I'll have 2 days of earnings and do my best not to hit the 5 million mark. Right, let's try again. Can we get any better? Up here, let's see if we can get further up just by approaching this correctly. Okay, there we go, 0.4 up. There though, 0.9 up there at one point. Oh, I'm out of track. Right, carry on going, see if we can hopefully one more go, and hopefully see if I can get the braking point right. If I can, I'll hopefully smash it next time. Yeah, I'm getting the braking wrong there, but look, I would have been quicker, I would have got into C. Hopefully, let's hope there is though, will there? There won't be another go. Shame. Would have got into Group C, but we've got a week to improve, so I think we'll be okay. We've got tomorrow. We can have another go tomorrow. In fact, we'll have another go with some of the other cars. Yeah, there we go. That car's over with. We'll have a go with some of the other cars, see how we get on. So that was 103. Let's give it a go, just to see how different they are. I do like this car. Wow. there we go. There's not as grippy around that corner. Oh, all there. Not as good there. Not as good there. We'll have another go though. We've got plenty of time. Might as well have a bit of fun with these different cars. Now these cars, I like. I like all three of them. They're not obviously real racing cars, but hey, they're good cars. I like them. Just about in the lead. I think we can do it a little bit better at this corner here. There we go. 0.1 up. Now it was a disaster this section coming up, so let's see if we can do a bit better. We're going to have to brake a little bit earlier. About braking early with this car by the looks of it. Somehow figure out this braking point down here. It's not there. Right, okay, so one more go with this car and then we'll go on to the Acura. But the BMW is as good as the Porsche. Oh, I can't go into the Acura. We'll come back to the Acura then. Right on the edge, technically it's red, but we're going to give it another go. Slightly up. Now, I do need to brake early down here though, so just got to remember that. just got to get this braking point down here right, which I haven't done the whole session. Just ahead. I'm not going to be ahead though. Just a behind. Look at that. So close. So close. Right. I've used up all my drive tokens, so probably going to have to wait. Might not even get a chance today to do the Acura, so maybe that'll be an opportunity to maybe switch the driving around. Maybe do the BMW first tomorrow. Do the other racing, and then come back and do the Acura before doing the Porsche being fully upgraded and therefore having unlimited drives available. Didn't think that one through properly, but that's me all over sometimes. Look at that, 0.05 seconds away from C. Surely we'll end up in C. We've got how many days left? 8 days. Can't see how I'm not going to end up in C for that particular challenge. So that's all right. That's not bad. Right, what's next? We are at 1 hour 38 minutes. I'm going to make this a 2-hour stream, so we do have a little bit more racing to do. So let's just have a little bit of fun. I've earned all the gold that I can for today, so it's just a case of relaxing and having a bit of fun. So season 4, you'll notice there I've still got one car to win, but obviously that car is the Honda Civic Type R, which is the prize for this particular championship. So if I do complete the Formula E Limited Series, that should open up the Honda Civic Type R. So fingers crossed on that. Fingers crossed. I've got a sneaky feeling as well in next release, the Zenvo Aurora Tour will have a discount on it. Just got a sneaky feeling about it. That's what I reckon, because it's already got an exclusive series. So fingers crossed. But that'll be in the next release. I could be wrong, could be right, who knows. Right, let's start off with Electrifying Hypercars. So I did win the Vija X last week. It was hard work, but it was a bit of fun. So we won't start off with tier 13. We'll do tier 14. Speed Snap with the Lotus Vija X. Now again, I believe this series I can potentially take to 98%, and then I'll hold off until there's a discount on this car, which by the sounds of it going forward will only be 35%. But hey, that's life. There we go. There's a first on the Speed Snap. Next on the list. Now, before I do the pull, do I have a look at what other races are available? Endurance, no. Let's do the Cup in the Lotus Vija X Showcase, which is tier 14. The Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka. 6 laps. Let's get this done. And then, even though the car will need servicing after this, we'll do the time trial, because I'm not bothered about setting the fastest time trial. I'm just bothered about completing that particular goal or tier, depending on how you look at it. There we go, up into 5th already. This looks like being another easy victory. There's been a few of them today. Overall, this has been a good session. I've got quite a bit of gold. I've I haven't included my time trial, but I am in Group C. And on the other time trial, the Spa Endurance time trial competition, I'm so very close to getting into Group C. I believe I've taken, if I remember correctly, the multiplayer online tournament to 7 gold. I'll be happy getting to 8. So all in all, quite a good little session. And icing on the cake, taken the road collection to 80% completed. Oh, did break a little bit late there. So. Nevertheless, lap 1 done, in the lead, 400 yards ahead of second. Just got to get the braking right on this. I think that's about right. If anyone can make a car skid, it's me. I suppose the question is, with 6 laps, will I actually catch up to back markers? Well, not with driving like that. Although it looks like after 2 laps, I'm almost half a lap ahead of the cars in last place, so I think I will catch back markers with 4 laps still to go. I'm 1,000 yards ahead of second. But this isn't earning me any gold, it's not earning me any reward, but what it is doing is from completing the race I'll be getting some fame points, taking me closer to my next fame upgrade, and in terms of completing each race takes me closer to that completion goal now of 81%, which I won't do. I think from start to finish you've got to complete 5 series from 0 to 100% to go up in percentage at this moment in time. It might even be 6. So I don't think I'm going to get to 81% during this update. But hopefully if I can just push on, it will stop me dropping down to 79% when the next release comes out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, there might be some cheaper cars. I don't mind 1 or 2 very expensive cars, but we've had literally, in terms of new cars, 4 new expensive cars. And then on top of that, I also had the Ferrari Daytona SP3 to win, which fortunately I'd already upgraded to some degree from a previous attempt. But I believe it still cost me in the region of 200 gold. Oh look, there we go, back markers. Lap 4. 1,400 yards ahead of second. Let's have a look inside. I remember the car inside looking very nice. Very sporty. Nice little feel inside. I always find computer game racing quite claustrophobic. It's just not like normal racing. You know, because I do that all the time. So 4 laps down, 2 more to go. 1800 yards ahead a second. And this will complete the showcase tier for this particular car. Whoops, off the track, you know. Can't be a live stream without a bit of on-grass racing. Two more cars. It's funny how they're in pairs. I'm always overtaking them in pairs. I actually touched that. Didn't think I did. There we go. So coming towards the end of lap 5. The obligatory screech, slide, skid, okay, there we go. One more lap. I'm in first by 2,500 yards. Oh look, there's some back markers ahead of me. Guess how many there are? There's 2 of them. We're doing good. We're doing okay. Oh, 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 oh. Final lap. Well in the lead. I'm not going to service this car because we are going to do the time trial for this car. We are coming up to 2 hours though, so we might just go over ever so slightly. Oh look, some back markers. Guess how many there are? There's 2 of them. There we go, another win. Don't service the car, we'll use it in a degraded state to complete the time trial. Oh, hang on a minute, might not be able to. I'm not going to be playing videos today. Now, let's have a look. And that'll obviously mess up me doing the Acura. But the Acura will be back tomorrow. Oh, look, we do have 1 drive left. That'll do. Okay. What's on through? There we go. Another race completed, another goal completed. That's the showcase completed for this car. It does need servicing. So we'll get that done now. 90%. So we can do that one. We can do that one. I think that's it. I can't do Porsche test track. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off doing the endurance, but I'll use the Lotus Evija. And we might get a crazy miles to complete. They are 19. I'm just going to go for it. Let's go for it. And the problem is it's only the national circuit as well, which is a bit of a pain. So it's half the track. So I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to go for it. This might come back to bite me, but you never know. Definitely not as grippy as the X. And I've got to do 10 laps. That's just not going to happen. Let's see how we get on. Look, me 7. And I'm off the track. And I'm off the track. Keep on going. Push on through. Or go off the track again. One or the other. Okay, so I'm in 6th. There we go, 5th. Cars ahead. The clock is ticking down, unfortunately. But, when we're driving like that, that's not going to help. Okay, we're in 4th. We've got quite a few cars ahead though. That should help with keeping the clock ticking. There we go. 1, 2. 3. Six ahead, and 7. Almost off track. Does look like it's drying up after these 2 cars though. about 80 seconds. I see a car in front as well. Car in front of that, so okay. 10 miles on the clock. I've got to do the same again to get first, that is. Probably making a few too many mistakes, but hey, it's all a bit of fun. There we go. 70 seconds on the clock. Not seeing a third anytime soon. I think I have to get to 15 miles before I see a third. Oh, no, oh, that's a disaster. It's a disaster! Yeah, that might cost me. And again, braking too late. My bad, not the car. So it's taken me almost a whole lap to overtake this car in front of me. That's not good. Oh, I'm losing it again. Yeah, I've messed that up now. Oh, and again. But again, it looks like I'm only going to get 4. Can't see me getting 3rd. But it was good fun. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark, so that's a good place to end it. We'll just do a quick review in terms of what we've done today and what's coming up tomorrow. There you go, that's what I should have done first time. There we go, that's the end of the racing. 14 miles and I'm only 4. Oh well. Apparently I was 0.6 miles away from getting to 3rd and yeah. Okay, so we've just hit the 2-hour mark. So we'll end the racing there. So let's just do a quick review of what we've done and what will be back. Well, we started off in season 1 and completed the Unrivaled series with the Bugatti Bolide, or however you pronounce it. Obviously, by taking that car up to 100%. We also went into the exclusive series and took that car's exclusive series to 25%, earned some more gold. That'll be back tomorrow. Then we did the, I'm going to have to pronounce it, aren't I? The Automobili, Pininfarina, Battista Edizone, Nino Farina. We took that car's exclusive series to 75%. That car will also be back tomorrow, or these 2 series, so that'll be fun. We did also complete the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing. That's in the shame garage, never to be seen again. Everyone's happy about that. Took the online multiplayer tournament to 7 gold. That will be back tomorrow. I think if I can get to 8 gold, I'll be happy with that, and that's where I'll leave that particular tournament. Weekly time trial obviously does have the Bugatti Bolide in it. I'm in C. That's normally about as good as I get. Sometimes I'm very close to getting to B. Doesn't look like it this time round. But I'm happy with being in Group C. In addition, there was another time trial event, the Spa Endurance time trial competition, right on the cusp of getting into C. 0.045 seconds away from getting into C. And I reckon that'll happen naturally in the few days. And I think I've done enough to show that actually, even though I've got the Porsche fully upgraded, probably the two other cars are quicker and better for the Spa Endurance. But we'll wait and see on that. So that will be back tomorrow. The time trial will be back tomorrow. The online multiplayer will be back tomorrow. Now, in terms of other stuff, which will progress but won't earn us any gold, Electrifying Hypercars will be back. And if we get chance, we'll also do the Furiosa Fever series. Now, that'll be pretty much the same Monday and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we'll be looking to start Formula E Limited Series. Being Formula E, it means it's motorsports. The maximum you can earn in motorsports is 250,000 M dollars. I'm not into wasting M dollars. So I think that limited series will end up lasting 3 days, but we'll see how we get on with that. Overall, I've got my goal to 841. Ideally, I want to be in a position where I've got over 1,000 gold before I start the next event. Hopefully, that will be on Wednesday. Okay, there we go. That is the end of the racing for today. There we go. Oh, it's me in full screen. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. Anyway, there we go. If you've liked this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up or a like, if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then if you watch on YouTube, please give the Fifth Guardian a subscribe on YouTube or a follow on Rumble. With that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for commenting in the chat, and I hope very much to see you tomorrow. Until then, thank you and goodbye.